In this video, we are going to talk about top 10 cheapest places to live and retire in 2020. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to our channel, and click on the notification bell to be notified whenever we upload new videos. You'd love to retire but you just haven't been able to save a lot of money. Or maybe the economic turmoil has scorched your investment portfolio. You might have looked at some alternatives, and yet you just cannot see how you are able to retire early at this point. Well, there are cheaper places to live, where you can stretch that pension, social security benefits or your investment portfolio to a certain extent while at the same time maintaining an enjoyable retirement. If you want to fully utilize your retirement investments, retire abroad is certainly an option which you can consider to further explore. There are many optional locations around the world that offer first-world luxuries at third-world prices. Let us start with the 10 cheapest places to retire abroad as below. Number 10. Vietnam. Modern cities, ancient historic sites, uncrowded beaches, some of the most welcoming people in the world and one of the strongest economies in Asia, this is Vietnam. Vietnam's exceptionally low cost of living is a major incentive, and most items cost less than half of what you would pay at home. It's also an easy place to live, with English widely spoken. In urban areas, skyscrapers are popping up like dandelions, and motorbikes and automobiles outnumber cycles and bicycles. Yet 1,000-year-old temples, ancient emperors' tombs and ornate century-old mansions left over from Vietnam's lengthy occupation by the French are constant reminders of a country rich in history and tradition. Vietnam's most expensive city is Ho Chi Minh City, followed by Hanoi, the historic French-influenced capital city. If you live outside of Vietnam's two largest cities in places like Da Nang, Hoi An, Nha Trang and Vung Tau, prices will be much less. Even in Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi, a couple can enjoy a comfortable lifestyle for less than $1,100 per month, but many Westerners get by on around $500 per month for a no-frills lifestyle. If you live outside of Vietnam's two largest cities, a budget of around $800 to $1,000 per month will provide a lovely house, or apartment, all utilities, housekeeping, groceries, dining out every day if you choose and even the occasional massage. If you have a larger budget, you'll be living a life of luxury for a fraction of what you would pay in the West. Number 9. France. France has all the ingredients we look for at international living, such as good food, good wine, haute couture, a good climate, unspoiled countryside, glittering culture, excellent healthcare, colorful traditions and history and, as a bonus, the glamour and sophistication of Paris, is arguably the world's most bewitching capital in the Languedoc-Roussillon region. You'll find a warm climate year-round, delightful medieval villages, white sand beaches and prices that are still reasonable. If you prefer a cooler climate, look to charming Normandy, that is just 2 hours from Paris. For mountain lovers, the Rhône-Alpes region of France is a dream come true. One of the best things about living in France is the excellent healthcare system, where its universal coverage is guaranteed to all residents and healthcare prices are rock bottom. How much you spend on living costs in France depends on your lifestyle. For instance, opting for the high life in Paris will make a larger hole in your budget than living in a quiet corner such as the Charente or the Auvergne. A couple can live on a budget of $2,000 to $2,500 and it'll be less if you're single. Number 8. Spain. Spain has the highest living standards and for a lot less than in the United States. Outside the tourist zones, you may need to know a little Spanish to get by, but there are plenty of beach areas with large, English-speaking expat communities. Spanish people are friendly, helpful and curious about other cultures. Spain has a surprising range of climates. It is hot and dry in the south and cool and mild in the north. Navarre, Cantabria, Asturias, Galicia and the Basque Country have forests, mountains, stunning coastline and food to die for. There's even skiing in the Pyrenees and in the mountains of the south. Spain has one of the lowest costs of living in Western Europe. Even in Madrid, one of the most expensive locations, you can live modestly on $2,000 a month. Rent is cheaper than the United States, and you don't need a car by living in a city, which is a huge saving. Because of the warm climate, many basic food items are inexpensive in Spain. Number 7. Malaysia. Malaysia is a popular expat destination since the late 1960s as it is known for its idyllic beaches, seductive islands and some of the most pristine ancient rainforests in Southeast Asia. Expats can own freehold property, there is no inheritance tax and most importantly Malaysia places no tax on income earned overseas. Malaysian law is based on the British system, and all road signs are in both English and Malay, which makes driving around easy. The unofficial first language of the country is English, so you don't have to learn another language here if you don't want to. And the other attractive thing is the outdoor lifestyle. If white sand beaches are your dream, you have more than 878 islands to choose from here. Penang, a small tropical island off the west coast of Peninsular Malaysia, is known as a foodie haven. Penang's largest city, Georgetown, is home to eclectic architecture, a vibrant art scene and the best street food in the world. In Penang, a couple can live comfortably on $1,400 a month, including rent. Eat where the locals eat and you can't go wrong with a meal for less than $5. As for healthcare, when you compare surgery prices between the US and Malaysia, the benefits are obvious. Number 6. Ecuador. The weather is spring-like, there's no need for a car, and rents are an affordable $500 for a nice condo overlooking the historic downtown. This year, Ecuador scores well in the cost of living categories. There's a tight-knit, active expat community, and lots of activities to get involved in, such as day trips to nearby towns, card games, dinner clubs, trivia, art classes, hikes in the Cajas and long lunches with friends, says Stittler. Whatever you want, whether it is small village life, or big city conveniences, you'll find it in Ecuador. Lush, green hills and fertile valleys are the norm. There are beaches that are warm but rarely muggy. There are temperate climates in the Andes where you do not need a heating or cooling system. You may consider Quito capital of the country, Loya where the Ecuadorians make it easy to feel welcome, and Cuenca the Ecuador's most popular expat destination. Ecuador is good for your pocket. For instance, in Cuenca, a frugal single person can get by on less than $1,000 per month. Since the land produces excellent food, mostly with year-round growing seasons, prices at local mercados are low. Household help is available for $10 to $20 per day, and services like pedicures and haircuts are just a few dollars. There is no need for heating and cooling bills in most of the country, and you can live most places without a car, and just pay 30 cents, or less for buses, or $2 to $5 for cab rides. Rentals are plentiful and affordable. A 2-bedroom and 2-bath condo in downtown Cuenca will only cost you for just $500 a month. Number 5. Colombia. Colombia is South America's rising star. For the last several years it has ranked highly in the index thanks to its lower cost of living, stunning scenery, world-class healthcare, close proximity to the United States, and the warm, welcoming Colombian people. There's a local expression: you don't just meet a Colombian, you meet the entire family. One of the major draws to this beautiful country is its climate. Colombia is the second most biodiverse country in the world, where you can find whatever climate you desire. It's warm and tropical on the Caribbean coast. There's an eternal spring in the lower Andes mountains. And it's cooler in the upper mountains. Plus, since it sits just above the equator, Colombia's climates are consistent all year long. Things are much cheaper here than in the United States. You can go out and have breakfast or lunch for $4 or a nice dinner for $8. Getting a retirement visa to live in Colombia is also quite easy. The cost of living is 60% less than it was living in a small city in Maine. It is within the range of $1,400 to $2,000 a month for a couple, and it will be lesser for a single person. Number 4. Mexico. Life is simple in Mexico. There's high-quality healthcare, stunning beaches, a vibrant cultural scene and a low cost of living. The country has beautiful, warm oceans, crystal-clear tropical lakes, fertile farmlands, temperate but majestic mountains, starkly gorgeous deserts, small towns or sophisticated cities. And it's quite easy for everyone to fit in. Because of its geographic diversity, you'll find every climate from warm and dry to hot and sultry to spring-like temperatures all year in the colonial highlands. Popular spots include the Lake Chapala area and San Miguel de Allende, which are brimming with expats who can make a newcomer feel welcome. Other places to check out are the Pacific Coast beach town of Bucerias, which has great restaurants, coffee shops and bakeries, and Toluca, which has the most museums in Mexico outside of Mexico City, and is only an hour bus ride from Mexico City. The cost of living is notoriously low. In fact, there are many places in the country where a wonderful life can be had for the price of one monthly social security check, and this improves even more when you figure the normally favorable exchange rate from dollars to pesos. A couple can live in Mexico for as little as $1,500 a month, depending on the location. For instance, in Toluca, a home with a front yard and backyard costs less than $500 a month, a fancy restaurant costs $20 for 2 people, and Uber rides are about $1 to $2 wherever you're going. Number 3. Costa Rica. Costa Rica continues to be a top contender year after year on the list of countries for International Living's Retirement Index. There are so many reasons to love this stunningly beautiful Central American gem, attributed to its affordable medical care, a dozen microclimates, abundant nature, warm locals, a straightforward residency process, plus pioneers who have already paved the way. Costa Rica also has the enviable luxury of peace and stability, which is unusual for many countries in the region. Costa Rica is about the size of West Virginia, but it has a wide variety of landscapes and climates, ranging from rainforests, seaside villages and mountain towns. In the capital of San Jose, the capital and the surrounding Central Valley, you'll find a temperate, eternal spring climate. Guanacaste is known for its dry, hot beaches. Around the pristine Lake Arenal, expats live in the hills with lake views. In the Central Valley, a home to about 2/3 of Costa Rica's population, a single person can live on between $1,500 and $1,800 a month, while many couples report living well on $2,000 a month, and it can go down to $1,500, depending on where you live and how you spend the money. You can eat at a local restaurant for just $4 to $5, and a visit to a physician will set you back $50 or less. Number 2. Panama. Panama is warm and tropical, located relatively close to the United States, which is about 3 hours away from Miami if travel by plane. There's a large English-speaking population, including excellent doctors living here. Panama lies completely outside the hurricane belt, equipped with high-speed internet, and cell coverage are remarkable, as is the power, air and water quality. And the country's famed pensionado, which provides easy residency to expats, is one of the best retiree programs in the world today, and it's open to everyone. You'll never run out of things to do here, as Panama City is a home to active, vibrant communities from all over the world, especially when every art form is celebrated here. Panama is about the size of South Carolina and has mountains, beaches, and cities within an easy striking distance, no matter where you go. Most people are attracted to the cosmopolitan capital, Panama City, but the well-maintained Pan American Highway runs the length of the country, making it easy to get around. In Panama City, a couple can live on a monthly budget of as little as $1,700, a single could shave about 20 to 30% off those numbers, and if you live further away from Panama City, the costs will be even more affordable. For instance, in Volcan, a couple can escape to an enjoyable, peaceful life on a monthly budget of $1,500. Another advantage to live in Panama is the tax burden is low. You will enjoy a zero income tax if you earn revenue from other countries. Number 1. Portugal. One of the world's friendliest, easiest and safest countries, Portugal tops the annual Global Retirement Index for 2020. Adding to Portugal's appeal are its gracious people, attractive beaches, brilliant sunshine and rich culture. You will have an affordable lifestyle in Portugal, which includes quality professional healthcare, high safety rating and excellent food and wine. It's the overarching sense of well-being you will experience here, as this country's natural geographical beauty blends with its architecture of various eras, dating back millennia, to evoke a sense of permanence and timeless tradition. When you add those with the kindness and gentility of the Portuguese people, it is a winning combination. Portugal is one of Western Europe's most affordable countries, and expats typically find that their expenses are about a third of what they would be in the United States. In the capital city of Lisbon, a couple can live comfortably on about $2,200 a month, and it's much less for a single person. In smaller cities and in the country's interior, a couple's budget will be about $1,700 a month. And there are areas where your budget goes even smaller, like Peniche on Portugal's Silver Coast, where you can live for less than $1,400 a month. Another example is Marvão, where you can own a historic homestead in a mountain national park for a mere $403 a month. About a 20-minute drive away in Castelo de Vide, you can find houses in need of renovation for as little as $11,000. Do you agree with our list? Which place you like most for your retiring plan? Let us know in the comments section below. For more wishful top 10, be sure to subscribe to our channel.